Episode 27, The Enormity of China's Transplant Industry.
各位观众大家好，
Greetings,
欢迎大家来
everyone.
到
Welcome to the
铁证如山
Ironclad
系列
Irrefutable
讲座
Evidence Series. Please don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this program. This is a critical issue related to the well-being and security of each individual, every community, and the entire society. Thank you very much for your attention and support. Currently, it's impossible to know the actual scale of China's transplant industry. There is conflicting information between the officially reported numbers and those we discovered in our investigation. However, our research offers some estimates of actual numbers, which give a rough sense of what's really going on. WOIPFG has been investigating and collecting evidence from organ transplant medical institutions in 22 provinces, 5 autonomous regions, and 4 municipalities, and 217 prefecture-level cities in mainland China. According to our investigation, 891 hospitals and 9,519 doctors working for them are suspected of having participated in live organ harvesting and subsequent organ transplantation. They include Army and armed police hospitals and a considerable number of other hospitals, which don't have the conditions for transplant surgeries, including traditional Chinese medicine hospitals, forensic hospitals, children's hospitals, county-level hospitals, and specialized hospitals. Among them, 712 hospitals have engaged in liver and kidney transplants. The evidence we've obtained proves that the CCP's organ harvesting from living Falun Gong practitioners is a crime on a national scale, and the actual volume is astonishingly large. Transplant volume of individual doctors. Dr. Shen Zhongyang, president of Tianjin First Central Hospital. As of December 14, 2014, Dr. Shen had performed almost 10,000 liver transplants. Dr. Shen works for both military and civilian hospitals. He helped develop organ transplant departments by lecturing at more than 66 hospitals in 22 regions of China. As a liver transplant expert, he trained a large number of transplant doctors to help clear the massive backlog of live donors in various places across China. Dr. Peng Zhihai, chief surgeon of the General Surgery Department at Shang'an Hospital of Xiamen University. As of April 2017, Dr. Peng had performed more than 5,000 liver transplants. Dr. Ten Jianming, vice president of Fuzhou General Hospital. As of June 4, 2014, Dr. Ten had performed 4,200 kidney transplants. Dr. Zhu Youhua, chief surgeon of Shanghai Changhai Hospital. As of 2010, Dr. Zhu had performed at least 3,680 kidney transplants and once performed 5 kidney transplants in one day. Dr. Huang Jiefu, Deputy Director of the Central Health Commission and former Deputy Minister of Health. As a liver transplant doctor, Huang Jiefu told the Guangzhou Daily in March 2013 that he performed over 500 liver transplants in 2012, and only one of the organs used was donated. According to statistics from the Chinese National Health and Family Planning Commission and China Hospital Administration, in July 2015, there were 20,918 hospitals in mainland China, including 1,151 tertiary hospitals and 4,321 secondary hospitals. Tertiary hospitals are usually large-scale general or specialized hospitals with more than 500 beds located in large cities. Among them, there are 705 top-level Grade A tertiary hospitals. All Grade A tertiary hospitals carry out organ transplants. Transplant volume of individual hospitals. Peking University People's Hospital. This hospital once did 4,000 liver and kidney transplants in a single year. In September 2013, Zhu Jiye, director of the Institute of Organ Transplant, Peking University, and director of the Department of Hepatobiliary Surgery, Peking University People's Hospital, said in an interview with China Economic Weekly, "Our hospital once performed 4,000 liver and kidney transplants within 1 year. Tongji Hospital. This hospital performs thousands of kidney transplants every year. According to an article, the city of Wuhan is the largest organ transplant center in China. As one of the earliest hospitals in China to carry out live kidney transplants, Tongji Hospital performs thousands of kidney transplants per year. The hospital's official website claims to have the largest group of patients waiting for kidney transplants in China. We've been investigating this hospital since 2006. The medical professionals of this hospital have directly admitted to using organs from Falun Gong practitioners during our phone investigations. We can ensure that there are enough prisoners who are Falun Gong practitioners to provide live organs. The organs are taken out while they are alive. A hospital in Tianjin. In July 2006, Dr. Torsten Trey traveled from Germany to Boston to attend the World Transplant Congress. There, he met a Chinese transplant surgeon who told him that his hospital in Tianjin performed about 2,000 liver transplants per year. Later, on July 24, 2006, Dr. Torsten said, "That's more than the total liver transplants of Germany in a whole year. We have to ask where all these liver donors come from." The first affiliated hospital of Zhejiang University. On May 4, 2016, we called this hospital, and the nurse we spoke with blurted out, "Our hospital does thousands of transplants a year." As of July 2015, the hospital had performed 1,741 liver transplants, and by October 2019, they had performed over 3,300 liver transplants. The PLA No. 175 Hospital of Nanjing Military Region. According to a 2006 news report published in Taiwan's China Times, Xiamen Chang Gong Hospital, which was then under construction in Xiamen by two major Taiwanese companies, planned to make organ transplantation a key development direction. A Taiwanese businessman in Xiamen revealed to the newspaper that a tertiary hospital in nearby Zhongzhou was performing at least 3,000 kidney transplants each year. We later discovered that this hospital was the People's Liberation Army, PLA, No. 175 Hospital of Nanjing Military Region, which was renamed the PLA No. 909 Hospital in 2018. The PLA No. 309 Hospital's Organ Transplant Center was established in April 2002 and was later named the PLA Organ Transplant Center by the Ministry of Health. It is also the data center of the Management Committee of the China Scientific Registry of Kidney Transplantation. As of 2012, the hospital had 393 beds, with a 100% bed utilization rate. Its transplant team had as many as 42 members, including 13 chief physicians and deputy chief physicians. And they were able to perform 12 kidney transplants overnight. By using a hospital stay duration of 30 days, we estimate that the hospital could perform almost 4,800 organ transplant surgeries in 2012. The traditional Chinese medicine hospital of Gongyi City, Henan Province. In the small county-level city of Gongyi, this hospital established a kidney transplant center in 2001. It could accommodate 12 kidney transplant patients at the same time and perform up to 8 kidney transplants a day. Just a few years later, as of 2006, Li Hongdao, director of the hospital's Department of Urology, had performed more than 500 kidney transplants. Tianjin First Central Hospital. During an investigative phone call we conducted on May 4, 2018, a liver transplant doctor revealed that the hospital had several transplant teams, and each one could perform a few hundred transplants per year. We discovered that there are more than 110 transplant surgeons in this hospital. Like other transplant centers in China, since 1999, liver and kidney transplants have become their common operations. In 2003, the municipal government of Tianjin invested 170 million yuan, that's 26 million US, to build a new transplant building. The new center was open in 2006, with 16 floors and more than 500 beds, making it the largest organ transplant center in Asia. Its transplant surgery center can perform 9 liver transplants and 8 kidney transplants simultaneously. The building expansion was to accommodate the large increase in organ transplants. We estimate that after 2006, the number of liver and kidney transplants in this hospital could be more than 5,000 each year. This is just one example. Many other new transplant centers were created, or existing ones expanded after 1999. Let's look at the broader picture. On May 11, 2011, Dr. Wu Mengchao, a top liver transplant expert, said, "Our liver transplant volume is the highest in the world." The second row of this chart shows the liver transplant cases in the United States from 1995 to 2011. The largest annual volume is 6,651 cases in 2006. Therefore, according to Dr. Wu, the annual liver transplant volume in China is larger than 6,000 per year. Dr. He Xiaoxun, the vice president of the first affiliated hospital of Sun Yat-sen University, said the national number of liver transplants in 2000 was 10 times that of 1999, and it tripled by 2005. That's a 30-fold increase between 1999 and 2005. Whistleblowers' testimonies. Mr. Yang Guang, a longtime Chinese dissident located in Denmark. Mr. Yang said, "A friend from the Ministry of Public Security told me via telephone that as far as he knows, in the past 10 years, civilian hospitals have murdered more than 500,000 Falun Gong practitioners through live organ harvesting. This figure is only based on data collected from civilian hospitals. The volumes in armed police, military, and public security hospitals are not included because their numbers are top secret. Even people in the Ministry of Public Security cannot obtain them." I have a classmate who is the vice president of a medical university in China. My classmate told me that 2 hospitals affiliated with his university each do 2,000 to 3,000 transplants every year. Because a living human organ bank exists, blood type matching can be done quickly. As soon as the hospital notifies the 610 office, the selected inmate is immediately sent to hospital by a prison van. Liver, kidney, and cornea transplants are generally performed simultaneously. After the operations, the remains of the donors are cremated and the ashes are not collected by anyone. We only know that these donors are Falun Gong practitioners, coded with numbers, not names. Someone from the 610 office is present to monitor the whole process. The higher-level party committee imposed confidentiality rules on the hospitals. My classmate and his colleagues are not allowed to inquire about the type and numbers of transplants at other hospitals, nor allowed to disclose that information about their hospitals. Once the transplant information is reported to the higher-level party committee, then it must be deleted from the computer system at the end of each year, under the supervision of 610 office personnel. Phone investigation. Subject of investigation, Zheng Gaoli, a former member of the CCP Politburo Standing Committee and Vice Premier of the State Council. Date of investigation, June 24, 2015. One of our investigators called Zheng Gaoli during Zheng's official visit to Kazakhstan. The investigator pretended to be a secretary from the office of Jiang Zemin, the former president of China. First, the conversation implies that Jiang Zemin authorized the harvesting of organs from a very large number of living Falun Gong practitioners. Second, when Zheng Gaoli heard, Jiang Zemin gave the order to harvest organs from millions of living Falun Gong practitioners. He didn't show any surprise nor deny the statement. Third, when asked if he would stop the investigation of organ harvesting from Falun Gong practitioners, he immediately responded, "I will, definitely, prevent this matter from being investigated at the Politburo meeting." Fourth, Zheng Gaoli also promised to deal with the remaining Falun Gong practitioners properly. This hinted to us that some Falun Gong practitioners were still being held in custody for organ transplants. The phone investigation begins with a call with a liaison officer, Li Guang, who put our investigator in touch with Zheng Gaoli. Let's listen.
李光联络员吗？
Hello?
哎，你好。
Is this the liaison officer Li Guang?
Hi, hello.
Hello, are you with Comrade Jiang Gaoli? This is Secretary Liu from Comrade Jiang Zemin's office.
Hi, Secretary Liu. Vice Premier Zhang hasn't arrived yet.
When will he arrive?
It probably takes at least 40 minutes to arrive.
Okay, then I'll call back in an hour or 50 minutes.
Okay. Hello?
Hello, is this Liaison Officer Li Guang? This is Secretary Liu.
Hello.
Is Comrade Zhang Gaoli with you now?
Hold on, wait a moment. I'll pass the phone to him.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, this is John Gaoli speaking.
Hello, this is Secretary Liu from Comrade Jiang Zemin's office.
Secretary Leo, hello.
Hello, Comrade Jiang Zemin wants me to pass along a few words to you. Recently, tens of thousands of Falun Gong practitioners filed criminal charges against Comrade Jiang Zemin to the Supreme Procuratorate, saying that he ordered the harvesting of organs from millions of Falun Gong practitioners. So, Comrade Jiang Zemin is very concerned about this. He hopes you stop the investigation when it is being discussed in the Politburo.
Sure, I will.
Can you do it?
Yes.
You know that the charges for harvesting organs from millions of living Falun Gong practitioners is extremely heavy. Do you understand?
I am in Kazakhstan now.
I know.
Just got off the airplane.
After you go back, you must.
Please inform Chairman Jiang to have peace of mind.
Sure.
Good.
There is one more thing.
I will certainly do it.
Okay, you must stop this.
Okay, certainly.
It's going to be a series of serious charges if they know Jiang Zemin ordered the organ harvesting of millions of Falun Gong practitioners.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I wish Chairman Jiang to stay healthy and live long.
You must pay close attention to this issue after you go back. One more thing. The remaining Falun Gong practitioners need to be rearranged as well. Don't make a mistake.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Due to various reasons, we cannot give a definitive conclusion on the amount of live organ harvesting cases. However, the aforementioned evidence proves that this is a state crime ordered by the leader of the CCP, which has a decades-long track record in carrying out genocides. With the involvement of the entire state apparatus and the support of the concentration camp-style living organ donor banks all over China, the CCP's live organ harvesting has become a nationwide massacre. Therefore, the number of Falun Gong practitioners murdered by live organ harvesting is extremely large, beyond people's imagination. The first tier, 96 organ transplant centers or departments. There are 96 organ transplant centers that perform on average hundreds of thousands of transplants each year. These centers are all established in Grade A tertiary hospitals, which are usually military hospitals, well-known hospitals located in major cities, and prestigious university-affiliated hospitals. All these centers are equipped with state-of-the-art technology and staffed by the best transplant surgeons. Yearly, each center performs an average of several hundred to thousands of major organ transplants. The second tier, 50 regional liver and kidney transplant centers or departments. These organ transplant centers are designed by the Ministry of Health to perform transplants. Most of them are provincial hospitals or university hospitals located in provincial capitals. Each center performed over 100 transplants on average per year. The third tier, 408 unqualified military and civilian hospitals. These hospitals haven't been approved to perform organ transplants, but they can obtain organs for transplants through their own networks. They include 56 military and armed police hospitals and 352 local Grade A tertiary hospitals. There are also 153 small and medium-sized transplant centers that haven't been approved to perform organ transplants. They include some Grade B tertiary hospitals, secondary hospitals, small private hospitals, and regional hospitals. Most of their transplant centers perform kidney transplants with relatively low technical requirements. According to expert estimates, before live harvesting was exposed in 2006, the volume of organ transplants in small and medium-sized transplant institutions, which accounted for 80% of the total transplant institutions' centers, was no less than the total number of organ transplants in large centers. Even after the Ministry of Health announced the list of approved and designated organ transplant centers in 2007, many unapproved hospitals have not ceased performing organ transplants. Conclusion. Most of what we've talked about in this episode deals with what we know regarding the size of China's transplant industry. No one really knows how large China's transplant industry is, nor how many Falun Gong practitioners have been killed for their organs. However, we can gain some sense of this crime's enormity by looking at it from multiple angles and with further research. For more information, please continue to watch Episode 28, Human Research Experiments for Organ Harvesting. In particular, please note that this is a worldwide unrestricted war without gunpowder. The CCP's crime of live organ harvesting from Falun Gong practitioners not only continues, but has spread throughout society. For example, in 2013, a 6-year-old child, little Binbin, in Shanxi, went missing. 2 days later, he was found with his eyes gouged out for his cornea. Dozens of university students in Wuhan disappeared for no reason in recent years, and countless children and women go missing every year. Live organ harvesting has become a threat to everyone. Perhaps, as we are talking, many kind and innocent people are being put onto operation tables for their organs. And also, many have been detained in dark prisons for many years, and their hearts, livers, and kidneys are waiting to be excised in an indescribably cruel way at any moment. How urgently they need rescue from the outside world. How excruciating it is for their parents, brothers, and sisters to bear the pain of missing their loved ones for years. Live organ harvesting signifies an unprecedented atrocity that has never existed on this planet. We cannot heartlessly ignore the fact that the Chinese Communist Party is ravaging and killing people. We cannot watch the CCP flagrantly destroy the bottom line of morality with lies, coercion, and financial lures that aim to silence and lead the entire human race to fundamental destruction without taking action. We urge everyone to like, subscribe, and spread the word about our program. Let your family, relatives, friends, neighbors, co-workers, and anybody else in your social circle know the facts of the CCP's mass organ harvesting from living Falun Gong practitioners. Please tell the whole world the truth and stand together to put a stop to the CCP's crimes against humanity. This is a critical issue related to the well-being and security of each individual, every community, and our entire society. Thank you very much for your attention and support.
感谢各位朋友，感谢大家的关注支持。
World Organization to Investigate the Persecution of Falun Gong, WOIPFG, was founded on January 20th, 2003. It is based in New York with branches in Europe, Australia, Asia, and Canada. WOIPFG's mission is to investigate the criminal conduct of all institutions, organizations, and individuals involved in the persecution of Falun Gong. To bring such investigations, no matter how long it takes, no matter how far and deep we have to search, to full closure, to exercise fundamental principles of humanity, and to restore and uphold justice in society. The principle of our investigation holds that those who have committed crimes shall be brought to justice. Individuals shall bear the same responsibility for their involvement in their organization's crimes, and those instigating the persecution shall bear the same responsibility of those who have physically carried out the persecution. We intend to uproot state-sanctioned crimes and safeguard human morality. The criminal conduct of all individuals within organizations, units, and departments involved in the persecution will be thoroughly investigated and brought to justice.